Now, I'm not saying it's hard being spiritually aware in a physically dominated world, but I'm saying it can be uncomfortable. And the reason I'm saying this is because, for instance, right, I have more power than I know. Spiritually, I do. And I'm not saying this to my own horn or to brag or anything. But for a person who was born with gray eyes, blonde hair, my eyes have changed at least 4 times throughout my whole life. And my hair color has also changed at least 4 times throughout my whole life. 3 or 4 times. I still have blonde arm hairs though. So yes, I am a natural born blonde. For a person who went through so much spiritual warfare through their family, I just know that spiritually I am the shiznit. Okay. But the spiritual warfare that went on in my family also called for backup. Because, I mean, they knew that eventually I was going to grow up and go into the real world, so they called people in the real world. So now, not only is the spiritual battle still going on, it's tricky. And I don't have anybody to help teach me. I'm learning everything by myself. And me being me, I forget to do research online and stuff. I mean, I do research, I just don't get into the depths of it and stuff. It's not that it's scary, it's just I get bored easily. And honestly, I am afraid of becoming so intelligent. I'm afraid, well, I was taught to be afraid of that. And it's still here. Okay, for example, right? So my roommate snores. And me, I know that when you snore, you are having a hard time breathing. And I know because I was snoring not too long ago. I gained a lot of weight. I started snoring. And it's because something back here was just clogging my pathways. Like my tongue just clogged my throat. So I had to snore. And it was pretty scary. I hated it. I did not like not breathing in my sleep. Like I would cry every night. I would sit up until I fell asleep. I would fall asleep sitting up. Okay, that's just I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. So when my roommate snores, and she's like my bunkie, so she's right underneath me. I can just I want to say, hey, exercise this part of your throat. That's what I want to say, but I don't want to like cause anybody any discomfort or anything. And I don't really trust her spiritually. You know, one minute she's trying to be my friend, and then the next minute she's like getting confirmation from everybody else. Hey, yo, I did it. I did good. Da, 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 da. It's like, oh, you one of them. Okay. And I know she's like really confused. But so, anyways, right? So this morning, I had gotten woken up around like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning due to her snoring or due to somebody's hiccuping, whichever one it was. I don't know. All I know is, dang, I'm surrounded by people who got some problems. Okay, and to make it worse, I'm looking at it like, okay, are they okay? What's going on? Do they need some water? Do they need their inhaler? You know what I'm saying? Does she need to be woken up? What's going on? That's how I'm looking at it. Spiritually, physically, that's how I'm looking at it. But with me being so spiritually inclined, I can tell how somebody else is looking at it. And to make matters worse, it's not that they're looking at it, but they're manifesting that that's how I'm looking at it. Okay? If you know, you know. So they're manifesting that I'm looking at it like, oh, they're intentionally snoring. Oh, they're intentionally hiccuping. Oh, they're trying to do this to get me angry. That's what they're trying to manifest on my end. So that's what being spiritually aware is beautiful about, is that you're all like, okay, well, I know this isn't me. I wouldn't dare believe that somebody is snoring intentionally to make me angry. No, no, no. People snore because their air pipeway is getting clogged, it's getting blocked. That's why people snore. I did my research on that. It's very hard and uncomfortable to snore intentionally. Not to mention, my roommate, she's literally been sleeping all day, every day, literally for these past couple of days. And I don't want to say I'm worried or anything, but old me would be worried. So new me is more like, it is what it is. I've been there, done that, felt that. You know what I'm saying? You'll get through it. So it's like, to my babies who aren't exactly spiritually mature yet, if you get into a situation and you know, like, okay, this isn't bothering me, but why am I feeling bothered? It's because somebody's manifesting that you're being bothered. You know how you can, like, manifest that you're, like, sitting down talking to somebody and y'all are just having the best conversation? People can also manifest that you're sitting down talking to somebody and you're just getting hurt by their conversation. People can also manifest that. 420. So keep that in mind. And the reason of that being is because as adults, we are here to manifest relationships with people. Up to you to move away from situations like that. So you need to move away from situations that are from people that are manifesting negativity into your life. And the best way to tell if somebody is manifesting negativity into your life is if you end up always going through some type of trouble around them. Because if you're going through some type of trouble around them, they're thinking, they're manifesting, they're hoping, they are imagining, they are creating that you are going through some type of trouble in their life, in your life. So you need to stay away from those types of people. Yes, I'm going through that so much. And I have crystal in my aura. I have crystal energy, crystal aura in my aura. So not only am I already naturally sensitive to my environment, but me being a crystal aura makes me hyper sensitive. 555. I'm not lying. It makes me hyper sensitive. I've showed a lot of people, I've explained to them, hey yo, I have a crystal aura. They're like, oh, I have a crystal aura too. I'm like this too. That's not true. That is not true. Just because you have similarities of personalities of that aura does not make you that aura. I know that I'm that aura because I inhabit every single thing of it, and I can even explain more of it. Some people will be all like, well, I stay to myself too. A lot of people call me an old soul too. And be all like, yeah, I'm a crystal aura. Or they'll say that they're a crystal aura because a crystal aura sounds cool. But I'm a crystal aura because I literally can pick up and become the things that are around me. Not only am I a crystal aura, I am an empath. Okay, like, I am a healer. Like, it's already hard enough for me as it is, but I've grown into this crystal aura. And now it's like, as a crystal aura, you don't know what's your energy and you don't know what's not your energy until you sit down and heal. And I've sat down and I've healed, thank God. And now I know, like, what's not mine and what's mine. And lately, I'm gonna be honest, y'all, beat them to the punch. Make sure that you say the first thing that's true to who you are. And then the rest of the energy waves will flow in. Because yes, thoughts are energy. If people are thinking about you, of course, if you are highly intuitive, you're going to get those thoughts too. They're not going to be yours. It's going to be in your environment. It's going to be whoever is thinking about you. If you got big star energy, like big energy, you know what I'm saying? If people are constantly looking towards you, if you bring in a lot of attention without trying, yes, people will be thinking about you a lot. And if you are intuitive and they're thinking about you a lot, you're going to have to work harder. You are one of the people who have to work harder on yourself, because when you work on yourself, you're giving everybody else, people like me, a chance to understand, a chance to heal, a chance to grow, a chance to become enlightened, all of that. So we need to be doing this work. I also learned this. You know how, like, we be feeling drawn to people? It's not that they're giving us an evil eye. It's not that we're meant to go and talk to them. It's not that it's destined. I'm going to tell you what it is right quick. What it is that there's more of a possibility that you'll be feeding them in that relationship. If I know that I'm in a point in my life where I want to be fed, why am I going to stick around a man that I'm feeding? Building up a little sweat before I start my day.
You ain't gotta see walk out. You see that jersey right there? You see that jersey right there? You see that jersey? Sing. No plus around.
I'm telling his story, you're my story. Oh, said it's
Stand up! Stand up! Stand Let's see.
Yeah, whatever comes to you, whatever you're inspired by. Oh yeah. You guys can't see it, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's lit as well. It's lit.
Oh, we need some noise for Sparky right now. This is how it should look. This is how it should feel.
Sometimes people are looking for people who can handle their pain. Be careful who you show your strength around, because you never know. That may be the strength that they were looking for in order to release their pain. Maybe start teaching your friends how to release pain by themselves.